Yar, boys and girls, it's Captain Shane. I'm in my pirate Airbnb, and I have a question for Dan McClellan, one of my favorite creators, that's kind of related to the task that I'm going to be doing today. So the guests have already left, and I've had my cleaners come in, but they sent me a message because there was a problem. Apparently, the last guest got a little rambunctious, and they broke a couple of things in here, which sometimes happens. Sometimes people are a little rambunctious. So I'm not exactly sure who got body slammed onto this table, but it's been certainly in better condition in the past. In fact, it's being held up right now by something, and this is related to Dan McClellan. That is in the bedside drawer. Oh, I just made it worse. Sometimes you have to make something worse before you make it better. We have a copy of the Pirate Bible. Yar. Now, this is an AI-generated translation of the Bible, so we thought Gideon's Bible would often be found in a hotel room as an Airbnb. It'd be cool to put this in, but it's in pirate speak. So I'm going to kind of show you here. So this is written, and if you were to pause here, you'd be able to see that this is written in pirate speak. In the beginning, old Heavenly Ad created the sky, and in the dirt the land was a mess, nary a speck of shape, and all was shrouded in dark over the deep abyss. But then the Spirit o' God sailed across the waters. 'Twas a words o' the Almighty, let there be dazzling shine, and dazzling shine there be. Now, I assume they probably just took another translation, loaded it into something like ChatGPT, and had this get printed out. How would you get bias out of that? Because if you train the AI model on all the things that are on the internet, it's obviously going to have like all the biases of all the different bloggers and apologists and scholars and anybody who's ever talked about it. They're going to encounter that while they're training the AI, right? So I'm just going to show a couple verses that I know I've seen Dan talk about before on his channel. 'Twas the start o' things, and the Word sailed with God, and the Word be God. In the same depths of the sea, 'twas God afore anything else. Jesus said to him, I swear it be true before Abraham was. I be here, I. Them scurvy scallywags grabbed up stones to fling at him, but Jesus tight-lipped himself and made his escape from the temple, weaving his way through them rascals and moving on past. So I don't expect this to be the most theologically sound, but I do think it's the most fun possible thing I could put in here. Whether you like the Bible or not, I think that's fun. Now, the Bible aside, let's get to trying to fix this table and seeing if we can get it ready for guests. Obviously it's been treated poorly recently. And furniture replacement is a cost we have as Airbnb hosts. It's one of the expenses of doing business. The flag that was on the wall here got taken down. This is a very historically significant flag. Do you guys know whose flag this was? I wonder how this ended up knocked off the wall and how that got smashed. There's probably a fine pirate tale about that. Now, there's always more than one way to handle something, but generally speaking, we have to make a problem a little worse before we can make it better. So we often treat things like this as it's disposable because it's so inexpensive nowadays to get furniture. But this used to represent weeks of a person's labor to make something like this for a bedside. It would be a person giving their life in exchange for you having a convenience. And I can't imagine the years for having something like the Bible next to the bedside. Like, that represented a person literally copying sentences. And now we are so spoiled that we will just throw something away without even a thought and say, oh, well, it's broken, let's just throw it away. And I think that's a mentality, if we can get past in ourselves, we can become much better as a people. So I've got a guest that's going to arrive here in a little while. This table obviously isn't going to function as it sits right now. But can I get it to a point where it'll function for them and we can get a few more years out of it? I'm sure we can. Maybe even have it last as long as it would have lasted otherwise, or be stronger than when we started. Are we going to assume it was a body slam? I feel like it was a body slam. And some people will tell me, Shane, why are you being so cheap? You make all kinds of money off the Airbnbs. Why don't you just go out and buy a new one? But there's nothing wrong with this one. Well, there's something wrong with it right now. It's missing a leg. But what pirate hasn't been missing a leg at some point? We don't just throw a pirate out because they're missing a leg. Right? If we got a pirate that's missing a leg, we fix it, don't we? That's right. I'm going to use a 2-part glue. The first part that I'm going to put on is like a super glue. I'm just going to squeeze this all up into these fibers. It won't glue by itself. This glue takes 2 parts. So we're going to get her all up in those fibers. Way up in there, Morty. Way up in there. There we go. Now we're going to take this spray. We're going to spray in on these fibers. Now we're going to point it the correct direction, Shane. And we're going to push this in and try to get her to fit. And I bet we'll be able to get it close. If not, we'll chop it off with a saw and we'll glue it on a little bit better. Sometimes you got to chop off a leg before you reattach a new wooden one. Okay? So that stuff bonds so fast. There was no camera trick there at all. That's already bonded, okay? So I know this seems like just a flimsy piece of hardy board, but these little bitty nails pinned inside this are what hold this from shear, meaning it keeps them from rocking back and forth. So when we get this attached correctly, it's going to take all the wobble out of the table. And I've just got these tiny little nails that I can barely hold. So what I'm going to do is hold the nail with the pliers, and we're going to get everything lined up roughly where I want it, and then we're going to just tap it in. Give it the old tappy tap, taparoo. One of the advantages of knowing this is just for my Airbnb is I know this wall, this is going to be against a wall, so I'm actually going to add in a couple of screws to reinforce this joint where it broke apart earlier. And I'm also going to add one back here to help just hold everything together. But just to be clear, before we put any screws in, there's almost no wobble left. If I can get this to fit into the groove and this to fit into the groove, and we were to glue it and hold it tight, I think we could clamp it together. I'm going to have to get it to slide in there. If you can see the light through that gap, that's going to have to close. Let's get some regular wood glue for this. In addition to wood glue, I'm going to need something to hold this together. So I think just some rope. Trying to decide which color. I'm using Titebond free wood glue. This gives you a little bit more work time. Now we're just going to tap her down. Just gentle taps. I don't want to break anything any more than it already is. But I need to apply some pressure to get this to hold. And that's where the rope is going to come in. So I identified the bite of the rope, the center of the rope. I've got it folded in half is what that means. And I'm going to hold some of it right here. I think this is going to be about where I want my knot to land. And I'm going to wrap this drawer in the rope, just like this. And then I'm going to double the rope back through the bite. When you're tying something up, it's important you take your time and you're very careful with the ends. Sometimes they'll fly out and they can hit you or the person you're with in the eyeball, and that's never pleasant. Also, your rope can catch around things and you can pull on things unintended, so slow down. We're not in a hurry. Pull to there. Now this isn't tight enough to really be applying any tension. See how loose that is? Take my screwdriver. This is just an ordinary screwdriver. I'm going to put it through the hole that I just made, and I'm going to twist it around just like this. And as I twist it, it's going to tighten and tighten. Loop the screwdriver underneath the rope like this. And now the screwdriver is caught and it's holding. So let me show you. So see, all that tension is held by right here on this spot. And we'll leave it for a little while the glue hardens. Is it perfect? No, but neither am I, and neither are you. And it'll now function for my guest tonight.